welcome to another episode of Talking to Myself. I'm your host, Jake Letizia, and this is the podcast where I just look at the camera and talk to myself. This is episode 21. We're fucking legal now, dude. We're a fucking legal age to get crazy, dude. Dude, you got the brews or what? Because I can legally buy them now, dude. My podcast can legally buy alcohol now, bro. If you didn't know that, every episode of a podcast is a year of its life, dude. That's how it works, okay? There's dog years, there's human years, and there's podcast years, okay? And I'm freaking ready to drink some alcohol. All right, what's up? Hope you guys had a good week this week. The camera I'm using is still the shitty one from last week, the 70 fucking D. I don't like that camera. It sucks. But I bought the lens that I wanted for the new camera I'm getting. So that's on the Canon right now. Hope it looks a little bit crisper, a little bit better. Hope the quality is a little more up to snuff than it was last week. But the new camera's coming soon, and then the quality will resume as it was before. And I won't feel as much anxiety about how this doesn't look the way I want it to, baby. Because sometimes you're like, oh, it looks how I want. And then things happen and you got to make changes. And they're like, oh, it looks worse. And then every episode that comes out, you're like, well, I want it to be good, dude. I want to have quality content for the fucking few people who are listening. All right. I don't want to sully them with a bad image, but whatever. You guys probably care less about the camera than I do, but if you do care about that sort of thing, the camera will be better this week or next week, hopefully. And we'll resume to that quality for the rest of our existence till this podcast is 50 years old. And when I say 50, I mean a year, and I mean 50 episodes in, or 52 rather, because 52 weeks are in a year. Anyway, that's just some general information about the year for you motherfuckers. What's up, guys? I wrote some topics down. I did the usual sort of thing that I do every week, and let's talk about something. I saw Midsommar last night, and let me tell you about that fucking movie. It was good. It's such a I don't know how. It's one of those movies that everyone who sees it is like, dude, you got to see it. And then you go, why? Is it like, what about it is good? And they're like, dude, it's just fucked. Which is a good description of the movie, but it doesn't really do it service because the movie's not just fucked. It's fucked, but then it's very beautiful and it's very psychedelic and well, not psychedelic. It's very dreamlike, the movie. It's very it feels like you're in a dream that is evoking a nightmare. It's like you're stuck in a dream with nightmarish qualities. You know what I'm saying? Because everything you're looking at for the most part is very beautiful and very serene and surreal. And then they juxtapose that. Why did I say juxtapose? I hate that fucking word. Anyway. It was going to work. As I say, they juxtapose it with like very intense violence, and it comes off upsetting, but also hilarious. Like it was probably the funniest movie I've seen all year, and it all has to do with just they put you in such weird, uncomfortable situations, and then have even weirder and more uncomfortable things happen in those situations that you can't help but just go, what the fuck? I was cackling and giggling and just going, what the fuck? Over and over again during this movie. And that was actually I really recommend, don't wait till this movie comes out on DVD, because it really is a theater experience. Because it's such an unsettling, uncomfortable movie that you want to watch it with an audience who feels equally as uncomfortable as you, because a lot of times what would happen was something would be so fucked, and then someone in the theater would laugh, and then everybody else would trickle into laughter. Or there were certain moments where like one person would laugh and the whole audience would explode into laughter. It was a very which is fucking, maybe that's what he was going for. What's his name? Ari Aster, the director. I forget if it's David or Ari, but maybe that's what he was going for, because the movie is very communal, right? And the movie is all about family. It's all about becoming a part of this weird, fucked up Swedish cult. But you feel communal with the audience during that entire movie. You really feel like, wow, we're in this experience together. We're having this unique experience. And that was the thing too. The movie felt so fucking unique. Like the movie, I don't know how to describe it, but it doesn't feel like a Kubrick film, but it feels like that era of film, you know? And he doesn't feel like Kubrick, but he feels like a director during that time of, I don't know, the movie reminded me of Xanadu, but I don't really know. If you guys have never seen Xanadu is a movie about Sean Connery, and there's a giant statue head in the sky that shoots guns out of its mouth to mankind, and then mankind has wars and stuff, and then all of a sudden Sean Connery's in like this weird red half-naked strap suit. I don't even know how to describe it. Basically what they thought was sexy in that time, and he's got the body, this has been made fun of before, but he's got the body of what's sexy back then, which is like a little bit mushy but still stoic and strong, and he's walking around with a revolver just like shooting people. Anyway, he ends up in this area that might be also Swedish people, I think. I don't know. He ends up in this area with, it's like this ends up being like a cult-like area, or it seems like a weird cult but there's only women there and Sean Connery. And it's very weird and psychedelic, the movie. It's very strange. It's very strange, like this movie was. And there's a lot of things in this movie, like nudity and violence and the types of things they say in it, and certain moments that are like very, they spend so much time in certain scenes and with certain camera movements. The movie is actively doing all of the things that people say audiences don't want anymore, which I know to be a lie because it's the things that I want. But the movie takes its fucking time. It's 2 hours and 27 minutes, and I think a lot of the reason why you feel so immersed in that film is because they take their time with it. You slowly feel seduced by the movie and pulled into it in a way that only it can be accomplished through having you be there for a long time, having you see it for a long time. And also, a lot of the movie was funny as fuck, not just in an uncomfortable way, but like before they even get to the commune or whatever you want to call it. There's like these just moments of social comedy. Just like Ari Aster could direct a comedy. There's this scene early on, I'm not spoiling anything, where the boyfriend is like, oh yeah, Danny's coming over, which is girlfriend, and he tells as the doorbell rings or whatever, it's a wide shot with the three friends, and there's a mirror so you can see Danny's boyfriend in the mirror, and he's like, yeah, so I told her that she could come, but she's not going to come. And then they're all like, so she's coming? And he's like, no, I told her she can come, but she's not going to come. And they all kind of look at him weird. And then they're just like, oh, no, I thought you were saying something else. I can't explain it. You have to see it. But it was like it was a weird fucking Seinfeldian Curb. It was like Curb comedy, Curb Your Enthusiasm. Like, it didn't make any fun. I was like, why is this horror movie killing it with weird wide shots and awkward pauses? Like, the timing of the comedy in this movie is better than a lot of mainstream comedies that are fucking cutting to the next joke and you never have a pause in someone's fucking breath. It was crazy. I don't know. Anyway, Sean Connery in a you should watch Xanadu. Sorry, I'm a little bit all over the place. This is the earliest in the morning I've ever done the podcast. I like woke up and then I was like, fuck, I got to do the podcast. Because I've been working a lot lately. And I've had 5 hours of sleep, or 4 to 5 hours of sleep almost every night. So I'm fucking dying, dude. I'm dying. My brain, I haven't had this little sleep in years, probably since high school. But in high school, your mind is thriving. You've never drank alcohol. You're just a pristine, young, fresh-faced boy, and your brain is firing on all cylinders. You don't understand the world or how to talk to people yet, but you can retain information like nobody's fucking business, dude. And so going to sleep at 2 a.m, waking up at 4 or 5 was fucking nothing. But now I'm going to bed at 2, got to wake up at 7, and I'm dying. Or 3, and wake up at 7, I'm dying. And then if I have a drink after that, oh boy, you better believe I am incoherent. I had 2 beers the other night, and I was drunk. Which hasn't happened to me in fucking ever, dude. It usually takes me like 9 Guinness to feel a buzz, and now it's 2 Miller Lights and I'm falling over? What the fuck, dude? Sleep deprivation and a lack of food in your system will get you fucked up, my man. When you're in college, don't drink a handle of liquor. Just don't sleep for a day. Don't eat anything for a day, and then have 1 sip of Bud Light, and you'll be soaring, my man. Save money by murdering your body with sleep deprivation, and you'll get fucked up, dude. Because that's what life's all about in college, dude. Best 4 years of your life. How depressing are those people? Best 4 years of your life. What the fuck? I remember before I was in college, I was bummed out by that. My uncles or people related to me or just people, fucking 50-year-old men going, oh, dude, get ready for college, dude. It's the best 4 years of your life. And I was like, really? That seems weird, but okay. Then I was in college, and then I was very offended when people would tell me that. Because college is boring, okay? And people might say, oh, well, you went to a liberal arts school. It's not really the same college experiments as if you went to a fucking state school. But I went to state school. Like, I visited state schools. I did the party scene more at those schools than I did at my own school. And guess what? It sucked. Hey, house parties are bad, okay? Because everyone has their groups. They have their 2 friends. This is what a house party should be. It should be 20 people who go by themselves and have to talk to each other. Because this is what actually happens at a house party. It's hey, you want to go to that party with me? Oh, yeah, dude, let me go with you because we don't want to talk to anybody else there. It's the worst place for fucking socializing ever. And then people are always like, oh, go talk to people. Really? Go talk to that group of 3. Just insert myself into that group of 3 that is having their own good time. Hey, what's up? I'm Jake. 3 of you that I don't know at all. Oh, what's up? And then what happens is they go silent. You make a group of 3 go silent, and then they look at you to continue the conversation. Because to be honest, you started the conversation. You interrupted their good time. So you better have some good shit to entertain 3 fucking people you don't even know whose sense of humors they have. You don't even know what kind of shit they like. It's psychotic. I'm always at a house party and I see somebody because, I'm a single man after all, so I'm always going, oh, that girl looks cute. I want to go talk to her. You guys know this. I talked about this many times on the podcast. Who is that? Who is that? But I'm always at a house party and I go, who is that? Or I ask my friend, which is always a mistake. And my friend's like, go talk to her. What the fuck? Nobody should give that advice. Don't ever say that. If somebody says to you, hey, I think that girl over there is cute, don't say to him, go talk to her. That doesn't help anybody in the scenario. Doesn't help you because I just go, yeah, no shit, dude. If it were that simple, I would just go do it, you fuck. Also, if that's actually your advice, I can dismantle it in moments. Because then I just go, what should I go say? And then the person goes, I don't know. You figure it out. You think I'm not already trying to figure out what to go say to that person? That's all I'm thinking about. What the fuck is the right thing to go say to a group of 3 where there's only one person who you actually want to talk to? I mean, instinctually, what I really want to say is go over and say, hey, I don't know you at all, but I'd like to get to know you because I don't know, I was looking at you and you look really cute, and I'm pretty sure you looked at me, and I'm assuming we're both thinking the same thing, that, oh, fuck, who is that? So what's up? How's it going? I wanted to meet you, right? And then their 2 friends are like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And I want to tell the 2 friends, hey, can you guys go away so I can just talk to this person? Hey, can I have an intimate conversation with this girl that I don't know at all? And you, her friends, can you get the fuck away for this stranger to have a personal conversation with your friend? It doesn't make any sense, guys. All right? My instincts are bad. If I just said what I wanted to say, I'd come off like a fucking psychopath. That's what I want to do. I want to just go up and say, hey, how's it going? You're and this is fucking, I feel weird even saying this. There's somebody watching this going like, yeah, dude, just go say what you say you're going to do, you fucking idiot. I don't want to hear you complain about dating anymore or trying to figure out what to say to fucking somebody. You're an adult. Go talk to someone. That's my own inner monologue. When I see somebody who's really cute, get up. My brain just goes, get up. Go fucking say something. And then I think of things to say and my brain's like, yeah, just say those things, idiot. What's the worst that can happen? She goes, she's mean to you? That's happened before. People have been mean to you. You just go, okay, and walk away. Also, if she's mean to you, that kind of is... if you're being nice and the person is suddenly mean, that's not somebody you want to talk to anyway, Jake. Fucking go talk to them. Oh, man, this podcast always just ends up fucking conversations about this shit, huh? Anyway, house parties, man. But I couldn't think of anything to say. And you know what? She did look right at me, too. She was looking... She was looking right at me when I was looking at her. Oh, wow. 21st episode, and we're going back to year 1 with this, huh? Because that was the first episode, I think. I talked about looking at somebody who I thought was cute. First or second episode. And I knew she was looking at me, and I said, dude, next time it happens, I'm going to go talk to her. It wasn't as obvious as that time in the other podcast. It wasn't as obvious. It was not as obvious. But I'm pretty sure she looked at me a couple times. But what do you say, dude? There's 3 other fucking people with that person. I got to figure this shit out. I got to figure it out so at the very least I can, upgrade to a story of like what actually happened rather than just telling you guys about fucking me wanting to do something. I got to start telling you guys stories about me actually doing something. I don't know. Then the people who talk to you don't want to talk to. I got an example of that, dude. That happened to me. That actually happened to me. Oh, guys, I've told you guys this stuff like this all the time. People who approach you who you don't want to talk to, and you go, what the fuck is going on here? That happened the other night. I was talking to a guy I know at the bar I go to, and he's a nice guy. I always enjoy my conversations with him, and we were talking about God knows what, but we ended up talking about his friend who wanted to be an MMA fighter, and then he ended up getting killed in the military because this guy who I know is in the military or was in the military, and this girl next to us, this red-haired woman, I think it was dyed red, didn't look naturally red hair and glasses, and she had like a fucking a shitty band t-shirt on, and just like black jeans, and she just fucking... I don't know. She seemed fine. She seemed fine up front. It's hard to retell this story without immediately hating her because of what happens in the story. But she seemed fine, and then she looks at us and goes, "Wow, you two look really sad. You two look really bummed out." Which I don't know if I've said. I think I've talked about this on the podcast before. But guess what? If that is your opener, man, woman, child, who. Whatever age or human being or whatever you are, and you want to approach somebody, if you're a child, don't only approach other children, by the way, if you're a kid. Anyway, what am I talking about? Listen, if you're a kid, stay away from dating, is what I'm telling you. Anyway, but man, woman, whatever. Don't go up to somebody and say, oh, you look bummed out. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Okay? Listen, the guys that go up to women or walk by women and go, hey, smile more, or, oh, you should smile. You're more beautiful when you smile. Those guys should be shot in the face. Fuck those guys, okay? And guess what? When women do it, they should be fucking murdered too. Fuck, we should murder people who go, you should smile. You're dead, dude. If somebody said you should smile, a gun should come out of your hand and shoot them in the face. Because shut the fuck up, dude. I'll be sad if I want to be. And also, what? It's not a good intro. What am I supposed to say to that? Because my answer is usually, oh, I'm not upset. I'm having a good time. Why are you talking to somebody who you think is having a bad time? Why do you want to, so you're a type of person who goes up to somebody who's having a bad time and what? And insults them about it and bothers them about it? What the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. Hey, you're having a bad time. Yeah. Why? I don't know, but you're making it worse, you idiot. You're making it way fucking worse. Anyway, so she says that, and guess what? Worst thing to say, not only is it the worst thing to say just in general as an approach, but it's the worst thing to say for her in this moment because we just talked about a soldier being shot in the face. So I just go, we're actually talking about death. And she goes, oh, what? What, did somebody die? And I was like, actually, yeah. And I started cackling. You guys know my laugh. I went, I did one of those beautiful Joker style cackles because I'm a psychopath. And she looks at me and she goes, that's your laugh? Exactly like that. If you don't have the video podcast, fucking go on YouTube right now because you got to see this face because it will make you immediately know how hateful we should be towards this person. She looked at me and went, that's your laugh? And in that moment, I wanted to just, I wanted her to die. I wanted her to, upon making that fucking shitty face, to just, her body shuts down. I've said this on the podcast before, right? That would be a good moment for her body to shut down and just collapse. And then she wakes back up and goes, what happened? I'd be like, oh, you were just rude to a stranger for no reason and made a really shitty face at him. And she'd be like, oh my God, really? Is that why I died for a second? Yeah, it's why your own body decided that you should check out of existence because what the fuck are you doing? So she does that. And then I look at her and I go, yeah, that's my laugh. And she goes, ugh, all right. And I go, okay. And at that point, I'm like, I'm done with this human being. I was already on the fence, and now I'm over the fence and walking in the other direction, okay? I'm walking into a different country, the country of fuck off. And she's in hey, how's it going land, and I'm in get the fuck away from me country, okay? So me and my friend start talking again, and she just goes, she says to the bartender, okay, I'm going to get shots, and these guys are going to have shots too, okay? I'm going to put you guys in a better mood. You guys are going to have these shots, and then you're going to be happy, okay? You're going to be happy. And I said, all right, why not? Because free shot, I don't give a fuck. Also, if somebody I don't like is offering me a shot, I go, hell yeah, pay for my shot because fuck you, okay? Anyway, I hope I don't come off like a fucking douchebag right now. This person sucked, okay? I'm in the right here, okay? And if you're listening to this podcast, you're on my side, okay? That's how this works. No, it's not how it works. If I seem like an asshole, feel free to be like, hey, you were wrong. You fucking suck. But anyway, so she, to me, is being very fucking annoying. She gets us shots, and I'm like, okay, so we do a shot, and then she keeps touching me. She kept like accentuating every sentence with like a like a push or something, like touching my, but not in like a obviously flirty way, just in a weird excuse to touch me way, and it's making me fucking uncomfortable. Don't touch people unless you're on a date with them and it's going super well and you guys are giving each other let's fuck eyes, okay? If you're giving someone fuck me eyes and they're giving them back, you can touch them or ask or do whatever, okay? Consensually touch someone. Don't just start touching a stranger who you accused of not being happy enough and then you said his laugh fucking sucks, okay? Don't then touch that guy because that guy hates you. That guy doesn't want you to speak to him anymore, but I'm not going to say that because I don't want to be rude, okay? So she buys us the shot, we drink it, and then she's like talking about something or other, and my friend goes, "Where'd you get that shirt, Hot Topic?" And then she goes, "Ah," and laughs the fakest laugh ever and throws her fucking waitress book at him, right? And it goes and it almost hits him in the head, but it flies past. And then she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry," and she starts trying to grab him and touch him. She's like, "I'm sorry, that was really funny. I didn't mean to hit you. I wasn't trying to throw it at your head. I was trying to throw it at your chest, like your chest area. Like I wasn't trying to throw it at your head. It was your chest." And he's like, it's cool," and he gets up and goes to the bathroom, which was a smart move. Get the fuck out of that situation. Get the fuck away from this person who just threw an object at you. And then she was like, "Oh my God, I didn't mean to hit him there." And then she goes to me and she goes, "I didn't mean to hit him in the head." And then she touches my head. She goes, "I meant to hit him in the chest." And then she starts rubbing and touching my chest. And then she keeps saying it, not the head, the chest. It would have been funny if it was the chest, but not the head. And every time she says head or chest, she touches me in those spots. And I am at this point going, hey, in my brain, hey, this needs to end because I fucking hate it. So, okay, that was the first half. Let me get in the second half. All right, so at this point, head, chest, keeps fucking touching me there aggressively. All right, we'll pick up in the second half. We're back. Okay, so head, chest. So she keeps doing that. And then she starts talking about, I forget what specifically she started talking about. She's like, she says something about like, she's like, well, I just threw my checkbook at him because I just got off waitressing. And she's like, oh my God, my bar is so far. I think she was talking about her bar or something. I don't know. At this point, I was trying to tune her the fuck out of my existence. But she's like, let me show you this. Let me show you this thing. She's trying to show me something on her phone. I wish I could remember, but at that point I had fucking 3 beers and a shot, and I had been sleeping for 3 hours, and I'm not a ripe young fucking 13-year-old boy with the memory of Albert Einstein or whatever the fuck that means. I was not a sprite, my brain wasn't working to full capacity. So I only remembered the things that made me hate this person. So then she sits down and she's like, "Oh, I'll get up when he comes back. And she sits in his seat, and then she starts like leaning over me and like showing me something on her phone, but like again, an excuse to fucking touch my body, bro. So she leans over and she's showing me the fucking thing, and I'm just like, this girl, I in my head am like, I need this person to get the fuck away from me. I need her to go away. I need to have a better time. You're ruining, I hate my life right now. And the bar back there, who's an awesome guy, I might even call him a friend. We're close enough at this point. He's a good guy. I've hung out with him outside of the bar. He's a good dude. He comes over and he's like, "Hey, Jake, you doing all right? You all right, man?" He checked on me. Which, to be honest with you, I felt was a real equality moment right there. I feel like that was a real, hey, man, we're all in this together kind of moment. Because I've seen many women get checked on. I've even been the guy who's outside the situation being like, should I say something? And then or I might bring it up to the bartender, like, I don't know what the fuck's going on over there, but like, watch out. And I've watched the bartender at the bar back many times go like, hey, is he bothering you? You know? And it felt so fucking good. It felt like such progress in the universe that he was checking on me to make sure I was all right from this fucking woman who's acting like the stereotypical male douchebag. She was acting like the fucking rapey, douchey, shitty dude that won't leave a girl alone. She was the fucking... I was the girl who needed to be saved, quote unquote, right? But in this situation, I was the man who needed to be saved. And guess what? That's progress. If I could be the damsel in distress, if a man could be a damsel in distress, it means that we're getting some equality done in this world. And you know what? I didn't feel shame about it at all. I felt good. I felt appreciated and loved in that moment. And I was like, hell yeah, man. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for looking out for me. In that moment, though, I was like, nah, it's all good. Because I knew if I said, oh, it's bad, this woman would claw my fucking eyes out. And I was right because I was like, nah, it's good. And she goes, what are you doing? Why are you checking on him? What, am I bothering you? Am I fucking bothering you? Again, acting like the stereotypical douchebag man. You know? We're not so different, you know? We all, here's the thing about life, is we can all be that douchebag man. Man, woman, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what gender you are, what you identify as. Everyone, what's it called? An asshole is an asshole is an asshole. And this woman was a fucking asshole, okay? There are assholes in the world and cool people. And assholes come in all shapes and sizes. And so do fucking cool people. And this woman was a fucking asshole. So she starts going, what? Am I bothering you? It's like when I saw this dude, I don't know if I talked about this on the podcast, but this woman said to this guy, this guy was obviously hitting on this woman. And she goes, oh yeah, she brings up her boyfriend. And then he starts questioning her going, oh, you got a boyfriend? Oh, you have a boyfriend? It's like, dude. That's not the move, dude. Don't start getting angry, okay? Don't force someone into a situation where they have to lie about the fact that they're comfortable, which is what this girl did, dude. Because then she's like, oh, what? I'm bothering you? And I lied and said, no, you're good. I'm fine. But I should have said, you are bothering me. Please go away. You fucking suck. But I didn't want my eyes to get clawed out of my goddamn skull. So I just was like, nah, it's good. And then she starts going at the bar back and being like, what? Why are you doing that? But he's cool as a fucking cucumber. And he just goes, chill, man. I'm just fucking around. If there was a real problem, I'd be more subtle about it. I wouldn't be so overt. He goes, it's all good. It's all good. And then she kind of forgot about it. And then my friend came back. She got up. She went around. And then her friend came. And then she walked out of the bar. And I fucking, oh my God, I just warm feelings washed over my body the moment she left. And I felt so good that she was away from my presence. And my friend comes over and she goes, she works there. She's a bartender there. She comes over and she goes, that was a lot. And it felt good, you know, all people, all parties. Because you know what it was? It was an asshole in the mix of a bunch of cool people. And every cool person, didn't matter who they are, where they came from. The fact of the matter is they're cool, good people. They all recognized the asshole and they all joined in and went, what the fuck was that? And then I was like, hey, let me get my check. And she was like, she ruined your time that much? I said, no, I got to make a train. That's what made me nervous too, is because I I'm not living in the city right now, so I gotta get a fucking train and come back here, and it fucks up my whole shit. Because in a different lifetime, in a different scenario, like a year ago, I would have just hung out. I would have been like, well, fuck it, I don't care. Let me see how this terrible situation plays out. And I would have felt very comfortable because I'm like, well, I'm here. This is home base. I'm fine. If I ever want to go, I could just go to another bar. I could go to my apartment. But here I'm like, I can't waste any time when I go to the city right now because I got to get a train back. So I want to spend time at the bar I like for as much time as possible before I have to get on the fucking train. And if somebody is ruining that time, then, it makes me extra stressed out because I'm like, fuck, dude, I can't stay here till 4 a.m. like I used to. I don't live here. I got to stay here till fucking 1 if I'm lucky. Yeah, 1's the latest because I got to get that 2 o'clock train, my man, because the train stopped. I guess I could stay till 4 and get the 5 o'clock train, but who the fuck wants to do that shit? And then what? And then sleep on the train for an hour, then wake up, then drive home? I don't want to do that shit. Anyway, so that was that horrible person. Speaking of, let's go back to talk about horrible men since I talked about this horrible woman for so long. Let's talk about a horrible man. Remember I brought up Sean Connery in A Land of Women? Wow, that must have been a nightmare, huh? Imagine that really being the case. Sean Connery planted on an island or into a cult that's all women. Oh, man, that sounds fucking awful for those women because Sean Connery is a piece of shit. Known pile of garbage, Sean Connery. It's weird. Talk about equality, talk about progress. We've come a long way in a lot of ways. James Bond isn't just, smacking women in the face anymore. In a couple of Sean Connery movies, he's like slapping women on the ass or in the face or forcing them to kiss him. It's not it doesn't seem like a consensual time for these women or a pleasant one. Oh, man. Have you guys ever seen that video of Sean Connery with Martha Stewart? I think he's with Martha Stewart. No, or Barbara Walters? No, he's with Barbara Walters. Martha Stewart. Why do I always get them confused? They're very different people, very different career paths. The only thing that's the same is they have blonde hair. It's like when people say I look like fucking Guilfoyle. No, I don't, dude. I'm wearing glasses and I have a beard. And I'm white. That's what makes you think I'm Guilfoyle. But you know what? I'm guilty of it too. Barbara Walters and Martha Stewart get their names mixed up all the time, even though they look completely different. I guess it's different though. I don't think they look the fucking same. I just get their names confused. Whatever. Anyway, have you guys seen that Sean Connery, Barbara Walters interview? It's fucking insane. A lot of people are like, "What happened to Sean Connery?" Probably this. Well, it's funny too because no one knows about this video. And that's the thing about this era of call-out culture and cancel culture. It's like there's people who have done worse shit or like other things that have happened that no one knows about, so it doesn't matter. But there's these things that's why I'm always angry when people say things resurface, because they don't. You found them. It didn't resurface. It's been surfaced. The article should say, I found this video that I didn't know existed. It should be, hey, guys, I'm late to the game. This video has existed for a long time and I didn't know about it. But that's too long and not as grabby of a title. So people go, video resurfaces, as if it leaked out. As if, you know what I don't like about the resurfacing thing? It leaves the people off the hook who didn't know about it. You know what? If you loved somebody, right? If you supported the fuck out of someone and later you found out some fucked up shit about them that was on the internet already, that was there for everyone to see, you should have known about it. You should have known about it. Okay? Don't let yourself off the hook. Wow, well, I didn't know about this. It resurfaced. Nope, it was always there. It was always there. Okay? You can't let yourself off the hook with shit like that. And that's okay. People miss shit. If somebody did something fucked up, you didn't know about it, then you find out later, that's okay. It's okay. There's so much shit going on, so much information that it's okay if you miss something. But then when it happens, if you feel bad about it, if you're like, oh, that's really fucked up, it makes me feel different about that person now, follow that feeling. Go, fuck, I feel different about this person now. But don't act like, well, I never knew, and well, now that this is resurfaced, let me change my mind. You got to reconcile with the fact that existed, you didn't know about it, or you did maybe know about it, but you kind of put it under the rug. Well, what does that say about you? Why did you do that? And I'm not judging you for doing that, because I think everybody does that to a degree. Everyone knows a person who might have done something a little weird, and then, and then when it's brought in a public light like that, it becomes a different thing. It becomes I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. How did I end up talking about it like this? What I'm saying is shit didn't resurface, okay? So Sean Connery, if you see this video now, or if this video leaks out now and everyone's like, oh, Sean Connery's a piece of shit now, my point is, no, Sean Connery was always that piece of shit. And you didn't know about it, okay? But you probably should have, because this video is very easy to find. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying if you like a person a lot, just go on the internet and see what's up with them, okay? Before you double down on a person, and then when they find out to be not the person you thought they were, you act like it's like, I'm so surprised. Okay. I don't know. But I don't know. Sometimes it does surprise you, but what am I talking about? This whole fucking section is stupid as hell. Sean Connery. That's what I want to talk about. Sean Connery is he's in this Barbara Walters video, right? This interview. And he's like, oh, I would never. She's like, would you ever hit a woman? That's what she asks him. Which, by the way, you don't ask that question unless you know the guy's hit a woman. You know what I'm saying? Unless you've heard rumor of him being abusive. You don't ask some random dude who, has never been known to do such a thing, who's been known to just be a nice, polite gentleman. Hey, you ever hit a woman? You don't ask Tom Hanks, hey, you ever hit a fucking woman? You don't ask him that, because he probably hasn't. He's somebody where you could say the shit resurfaced, because if there's a video of him saying some fucked up shit, it definitely resurfaced, because what the fuck? It feels like we know everything about that dude, or at least enough to know he's a good dude. Or maybe he just hides himself enough to be like, hey, I'm the purest human being ever, because we don't know much personal shit about him. But see, that's what I'm saying. Well, see, that's why I like this podcast, because I like to take both sides. I like to figure things out, because I was just saying, like, you shouldn't be surprised if you really like a person, but like, I like Tom Hanks, and I would be surprised if some fucked up shit came out about him. But I don't really know him. I guess I was saying if you're a gigantic fan of someone, you should probably know or remember. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm getting away from the story, and I'm just rambling on. So Sean Connery's on this thing, and Barbara Walters asks, have you ever hit a woman? Because, like I said before, you wouldn't ask Tom Hanks that, but she asks Sean Connery, probably because she's like, hey, why do you keep ad-libbing these scenes where you hit women in the movies? No, I don't know if he ad-libs it, but that'd be fucking fucked up and true to his character if he did ad-lib them. You know what we should do? We should hit this lady in this scene. Why, Sean? Well, Sean, that's your love interest. Yes, but sometimes when you're with a lady and she, it's good to give a good slap out of nowhere. No, Sean, that's kind of fucked. That's fucked up. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do anything like that. That's really weird. We don't want to do that. No, it would be good. People like it. The cinemas will love it. Worst Sean Connery accent of all time. Misogynist Sean Connery. The name is Bond. James Bond. I'm gonna go hit that fucking asshole bitch in the face. Misogynistic Sean Connery. What a piece of shit. No, but so Sean Connery. So she asks him that, and he does not falter at all. He doesn't change at all. He doesn't move one iota. He just goes, I think it's okay, yeah. This is from memory, so I could be having this wrong. And I would pull it up, but you know what? It's not that kind of podcast. We don't pull shit up. We just talk about it from fucking memory. And if we're wrong, we're wrong. Please tell me. But I'm pretty sure she goes, oh, have you ever hit a woman? Or would you ever hit a woman? And he goes, well, yeah, I mean, if it calls for it. And she goes, well, what do you mean? He goes, well, sometimes when you're, when you're talking about something and, and you've told her to drop it and and you've said to her, please, let's drop this and it's been done. And then she keeps going with it. Then I think, yes, it's okay to do something. It's okay to do something. It's okay to do something. Hey, Sean, I don't think it is. I don't think it's okay. I don't think it's okay for you to hit anybody you're dating. I don't think it's cool for you to hit anyone at all. Don't hit people. Okay? The only scenario is if it's consensual in a sexual setting or in like in a setting of like, if somebody tells you, hey, hit me in the face, and they want you to hit them in the face, then cool, man. If somebody's into that for whatever reason they're into it, that's fine. But you can't unsolicitedly hit someone in the face. Okay? You can't hit someone in the face out of anger and rage and hate. You can't do that. Okay? And this isn't a men should never hit women thing. This is a people should never hit people thing. Okay? You should never hit somebody out of anger, dude. What? What are we, cavemen, bro? I had a friend who was like, and people always say this, and every time people say this, I'm like, what are you talking about? I had a friend who said, or he's not like a friend, he's somebody I've hung out with before, and he goes, he's like, oh, do you think gay dudes like just get into fist fights? Do you think they settle arguments just like by fighting each other? And I'm like, no, dude, because what? Do you settle fights with your friends by punching them? Also, I don't understand that mentality, because what is that saying? It's saying, is that saying that you have like rageful feelings where you want to fucking hit the person you're with, but the only thing that stops you is because it's a woman? If it was a man, you'd beat the fuck out? Like, what are you talking about? No, dude, gay couples don't fist fight, and if they do, it's abuse, dude. Them both being men doesn't make it fucked up to give someone a black eye. No, don't fight the person you fuck. Okay? You can be physical one way with the person you're with, and that's sexually. Okay? Any other context of you being physical, unless it's polite wrestling, don't do it. Don't put your dukes up when you're talking to your spouse. Okay? So Sean Connery in a world full of women would be fucked up, because apparently he hits them whenever he feels like it. Or he hits them when the conversation goes on longer than he'd like. So Sean, stay away from ladies, okay? Just fucking, you're almost out of existence, right? Dude, if karma is real, I think Sean Connery's good proof, because Sean Connery, openly said he hits women and never really got in trouble for it. Never. People to this day don't know that video exists. But like, he made some of the worst business decisions in Hollywood of all time. And you know what? I think if you want to say, excuse me, there's a good argument that karma is the reason for it. This guy was going around doing whatever the fuck he wants, doing God knows what. And here's the thing. The thing you admit to on camera is always the tip of the iceberg of what the fuck you actually do. So if he is admitting to hitting women on camera and it being fine, he probably is doing worse things. He probably is just straight up fought random. He's probably done something more fucked up. I'm just speaking based on the law of admission. I guess I want to call it. I'm just speaking based on the fact that when people reveal things on camera, it's often worse what they do in real life. But anyway, so I think that, oh shit, the 5-hour sleep thing's kicking in. I forgot what the fuck I was talking about. Oh, this will be frustrating for whoever's listening. No, but Sean, karma's real because he has like, okay, so I think all of the violence and shittiness towards women caught up to him in the fact that he made some of the worst decisions movie-wise of all time. I don't know if you guys know about this, but you should look it up. Sean Connery's filmography history, or the movies that he chose not to be in his filmography. He turned down The Matrix. Because he didn't understand it. And then The Matrix came out and was gigantic. And then Lord of the Rings rolled around and they asked him to be Gandalf. And he turned down Lord of the Rings because, again, didn't understand it. So then he didn't make any money on that. So then League of Extraordinary Gentlemen came around. And Sean Connery goes, oh, this is the same as that other sci-fi bullshit. And I don't really understand this, but I said no to the other two, so might as well do this one. And League of Extraordinary Gentlemen was a huge box office bomb. And then really, I don't think Sean Connery made another movie since that fucking movie. So call it karma, call it him being an idiot, call it just a part of being a all-around piece of shit. But he sunk his own goddamn ship. And I think it might have had something to do with the fact that he wasn't the best human being. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes the universe works itself out. And I think Sean Connery is a good case for that happening. All right, I got like 3 minutes left. This is a weird podcast. Talking about shit resurfacing, talking about Sean Connery, talking about whatever the fuck we talked about in the beginning. I'll talk about that girl. What did I talk about before that? I don't even know. 5 hours of sleep. Midsommar. Anyway. Okay, so I want to talk about this. I got some really good news this week. And I can't tell you what the news is, but I got really good news this week. And I just wanted to say, don't kill yourself. Don't kill yourself. That's what I want to say. And this seems like maybe, I joke around on this podcast. I say a lot of weird shit. But this is true to me, and this is I've been in dark positions. I've had dark thoughts. I've thought, things haven't gone the way you think they do, or you get lost in a certain mindset. And I've talked about these things before in the podcast, depression, shit like that. I don't know if I have depression. I've never seen a psychiatrist because apparently it takes forever to fucking find one. You got to find a therapist like you're searching for someone to be your soulmate. Like, what the fuck, dude? I'm depressed and now I gotta look for somebody who I'm compatible with? Make a fucking therapist dating app, you assholes. Don't shove me. I gotta be on Bumble, and then also I gotta email different therapists and meet them in person and go, we're not a good fit? I'm not doing that, dude. Hey, you're so depressed that you can't speak to people? Or that you don't want to leave your apartment? Well, you should actively search for a human being that you enjoy talking to that might take you years to do, and that you might kill yourself before you ever find a good therapist, but good luck. That's the system we have in place. What? Anyway, just want to say don't kill yourself. Because I got some really fucking great news, and it changed my whole life. Not saying like it's going to change my life. I'm just saying it changed my whole disposition. It changed my whole, every molecule, every thought in my brain changed. The chemistry in my brain changed, it felt like. Because I feel very excited and I feel happy. And when I told people this news, everyone's so excited and it's so great. And excitement is contagious and happiness is contagious. And if you can feel it, you can make other people feel it. And you can have other people feel it because it comes off of you. It's like in that story, I was angry, I was hateful, and the people in the room could feel it, asking me, are you okay? And when people see how happy you are, they go, fuck, man, you're happy, huh? When I told my dad about the news, he was like, you're really happy, huh? I told my close colleague, he was like, you're floating. Like it. And what I'm saying is, things are not going to go your way. Things are going to go really bad. I mean, these are cliche things I'm about to say to you, but just I hope they help you. And whatever. I like cliches, as I said before, but just things will go poorly and things will go shitty. And just know who you are, know what you want to be, and do it. Do it. Stay in that lane, stay doing that, and stay consistent in wanting it and working for it, and things will happen. And they might not change your life, but there'll be little things along the way that'll make you go, this is evidence of the fact that I'm doing something good. Hold on to those moments, and then eventually there will be slightly bigger things that'll make you go, I was doing the right thing. Thank God I was doing the right thing. And stay alive so that those moments can happen. Because if you kill yourself, you're never going to have a happy life. So it's better to wait for the good life to happen. And if you're 70 years old and your bad life still and you're still in a terrible situation, well, at least you had a life. So wait for stay alive long enough for the good things to happen and work towards those good things so that you can make your excitement contagious. Or spread your already contagious excitement, whatever. Anyway, I love you guys. This was a great podcast. I'll see you guys next week. I love you. Don't kill yourself. You're the best. See you next week.
Jake, you're